Hey everyone, it's Felipe. It's Thursday. Hurricane Dorian is still in the Caribbean, and I wanted to make this video because quite a few persons have been asking me about my fishes and the success I have in breeding them, their betas, and why they live so long. And today we're going to discuss one of the secrets, or the secrets that I use to achieve that. So let's go. So one of the things that people often do when I ask them, well, how do you take care of your fish? I say, well, I clean the tank like a lot, and I just want to make sure they're healthy. And usually after they clean the tank, the next day, some of their fishes, if not all of them, are dead. Word of caution. Fishes live in lakes and rivers, and of course we're talking about ornamental fishes, freshwater fishes. Saltwater tanks are a bit more professional grade, and they have everything set up just right by a professional company, so those work very well. But when you're dealing with freshwater fish and you're doing it on your own, you have to be very careful. Like I said before, fishes live in lakes and rivers, and because they live in lakes and rivers, they don't have anyone to come and take them out and clean the lake and river, because that's how they live, outdoors, and they survive just well. So they don't need their fish tank to be cleaned like every week, and there's a reason for that. So bear in mind that fishes, they take care of themselves. Fishes are not like human beings. We need to take a shower every day and clean the house once a week. No, they are designed to live outdoors in lakes and rivers, and they survive just fine. So in cleaning a tank, maybe once every 2 weeks, or whenever the water starts to get cloudy, or whenever we feel that it needs to be cleaned, we're changing something very important. We're changing the pH, and the pH means the level of acid or alkali in the water. We're also removing the bacteria, we're also removing plants, and we're removing everything that is keeping that water at that right level, ecologically speaking. So in the water, you're going to have microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, and you're going to have the right pH from the rainwater. And whenever you change the water in your tank, you're messing all of that up. You're making it so sterile that it's hard for the fishes to survive. So we don't want to do that. Here's what I do. And if you have a fish tank inside, it's going to be a bit more challenging, but I'm going to explain also how you get that done. So let's move on. So at my house, I tapped into my rain gutter, and this hose basically leads to my fish tank, which is relatively big. So by tapping some of the rainwater off the rain gutter and getting it into the tank, I'm guaranteed that my fishes will get, whenever it rains, they're going to get a constant supply of fresh water from nature. And that's the hose that leads into my fish tank. Now, I have to admit that for a while the rain gutter was clogged up, and it took me several months to get the association to, in fact the association didn't do it. I had to get someone to clean the gutters, and really it's the association that should do it. But to cut a long story short, my water got cloudy because the rain gutter was not clean, but now that it is raining and the gutters are clean, the water is slowly clearing up. Here I have a pipe that's connected to a pump, and basically each time the water level, whenever the water comes in from the rain and the water level gets too high, then this switch here is activated, and then when the switch is activated, the pump will remove the excess water. That way the water doesn't get too high and my fishes don't fall out of the tank. I also have two powerful filters. This is one of them, and the cover is a bit dirty right now, but I have plexiglass, but I can clean that real easily with a damp cloth, so don't worry too much about that. Just that it has been raining here every day because it's now summer, so I haven't had a chance to clean it. So I guarantee that fresh water is coming in. As you can see, there are plants inside my tank, and the plants and the sand at the bottom, those are the things that guarantee that there's a nice habitat with the right microorganisms, just to guarantee the right ecological level for the fishes in my tank. So looking at the tank from the inside of the house, you can see that there are plants, and I have thermometers that monitor the temperature inside the tank. This is being measured in Celsius, by the way. I could not find any reliable thermometers that could measure in Fahrenheit, so I just do the conversion myself. And you can see my healthy population of fishes. And if this tank were inside the house, obviously it would be a bit more difficult getting that hose that I've used to tap into the rain gutter. So if you have a tank inside, I would suggest having a filter, and then depending on how many fishes you have and the size of your tank, you drain out half or a third of the water, and then you replace it with distilled water. And that way, and distilled water is chlorine free. So that way you can remove toxin levels inside the tank and still keep the water nice and clean, and without stressing out the fishes, because cleaning the tank stresses out the fishes, in addition to getting rid of the microorganisms that keep the water healthy. So that's it. Remember, fishes are not human beings. They're fishes. Treat them like fishes. Don't stress them out by changing your water every month or whatever, every couple of weeks. Just change the water little by little. Have a nice filter to get all the excrement from the fishes out of the tank, and you'll have fishes that live a very long time. If you're not sure how to do that, just talk to a professional aquaculturist company, people who do stuff like that professionally, and they'll set up a system inside your house. They'll probably put your fish tank on top of some type of credenza with all the hoses and pumps inside, quiet pumps that will run and clean your fish tank, and that way you won't stress out the fishes by changing the water, and you'll have them for a very long time. So that's it for me, and don't forget to visit my website and purchase my books. I always try to write good stuff that people can learn something from. Okay? 10-4. We're out.